Hello investors and future investors, welcome to the channel. For today's video we're going to be doing live trading. As usual, I will give you a step-by-step walkthrough of this option strategy, and most importantly I'm going to show you how you could use this option strategy in order to make consistent income and grow a small account portfolio, not overnight but over time. Now, if you are new to options trading, or you're trying to use options to make some additional income to supplement your 9 to 5, then you so happen to stumble onto the right video. Welcome to Investment Gains. Let's jump right into it. Welcome back, investors and future investors. My name is Tim, and on this channel, I show you how I use my portfolio in order to make consistent income. For today's video, I'm going to be walking you through a complete walkthrough of a live trade. I'm going to show you how to get into the option strategy. I'm going to show you an exit strategy. Your exit strategy has to be determined before you get into the option contract. But most importantly, I'm going to show you how to use this option strategy in order for you to make consistent income. Now, on this channel, you guys know I focus on trying to help small account portfolios grow consistently over time by using income generating option strategies. Today's video is going to be no different. This is going to be an income generating option strategy. Now, you guys know how we do it. We like to go ahead and get down and dirty with options, meaning we're going to give you a complete walkthrough of what we're doing. Now, before you guys go ahead with this video, I want you guys to do yourself two favors. Favor number one, always make sure to do your own due diligence before investing. What may work for my portfolio, quite frankly, may not work for yours. Favor number two that you need to do yourself, always make sure you have an exit strategy before getting into any option contract. That way, if the trade do decide to go against you, then at least you have a way to get out of the trade. That being said, let's go ahead and get down and dirty with options. Now, for today's video, our stock that's going to be featured is going to be none other than Bigbear AI, and that ticker is BBAI. Just as a reminder, this video is for education and entertainment purposes only. Do not copy these trades. This is just representative of what I'm doing with my portfolio. Now, we're going to go ahead and scroll down. As you guys can see, I have zero of this stock in my portfolio. But in order for me to go ahead and do this option strategy, I need to own the stock. So firstly, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and buy the stock. Now, if you guys are very new to options and you guys have never traded on Robinhood, buy a stock, I'm going to give you a walkthrough. Once you go ahead and you open this up on your desktop, you're going to get this window to the left right here. Automatically, it's going to go to buy. Your options will be in the bottom, as you can see here, trade BBAI options. What we're going to focus on right now is to acquire the shares in order for us to go ahead and do this option strategy. So I'm going to leave buy order. I'm going to leave shares, and now I'm going to go ahead and adjust the quantity. The amount I want to buy is 100, because whenever you're doing options, it's always multiples of 100 because each contract does contain 100 shares. So I'm going to go ahead. That's going to cost me around $585. Let's go ahead. We're going to hit review. And let's go ahead, we're gonna hit buy, and hopefully that gets executed right away so I could go ahead and do this video. Okay, there you have it, BBAI purchase. So I do have 100 shares. So now we could go ahead and get into this option strategy. Now let me see if this refresh, I could now show you that I actually own. There you go. So now you could see I have 100 shares. You could see my average cost at $5.25, and you could see when I'm up and down on the trade. So let's get into the options live trade for today. And for that, we're going to go ahead to trade BBAI options down to the bottom right here. And what that does is that it opens up the option chain. This area down here is going to be the option chain, and this gives us enough information for us to go ahead and make a very informed decision. For last week's video, I did show you some key points which goes against the grain in order for you to go ahead and make consistent income. For today's video, it's going to be the same. This is not something that I learned somewhere. This is something live. I'm actually showing you it can be done. So now that I have 100 shares in my portfolio, I'm going to go ahead to sell. I'm going to go ahead to call. I'm going to be selecting my strike date. The strike date I'm going to be doing is going to be September 26, which gives me 30 days to expiration. As you guys know, I like to do monthly expirations or monthly options. That way I get a check every single month. So let's go ahead with the September 26, and that gives us 30 days to expiration. Now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to choose my strike price. The strike price I'll be choosing is going to be below the current share price. Ideally, whenever you're doing this option strategy, what you want to do is select your strike price above this share price. However, this stock has presented itself an opportunity. So what I'm going to be doing is my strike price is going to be below the current share price, and I will be going with the $5 strike price. I'm going to explain why I decided to choose this as the video goes along. So with this $5 strike price, I'm going to be paid because this is an income generating option strategy. This strategy is known as the covered call option strategy. In order for you to do the covered call option strategy, two criteria have to be met. You either need to own the shares outright, like I just did. I went ahead and purchased 100 shares, or you need to be able to control 100 shares, but that's going to be for a different video. So now that I go ahead and use my 100 shares as collateral, I'm going to be paid. So the amount I'm going to be paid is going to be 0.60 or 60 cents. Like I just highlighted, one contract has 100 shares. So you simply multiply your 0.6 right here by the 100 shares, and that's going to give me $60. So right away, I just made $60 in less than, let's say, 5 minutes. When I'm doing this on my own, it's less than 30 seconds because I do this on a regular basis. Now, the reason why I went ahead and I chose the strike price below the current share price is that before I got into this option strategy, I went ahead and checked out what premium I was getting. Now, that right there is an exit strategy. I went to check out the premium before I actually did the strategy. What the premium is going to do is that the premium is going to lower my average cost. I just showed you my average cost is $5.25. Now that I received the premium, what I'm going to do is that the premium is going to stay in the portfolio. So I'm going to subtract the 60 from the 5.25, and that's going to give me $4.65. So now my new average cost, instead of being $5.25, it went all the way down now to $4.65. That is an exit strategy. The exit strategy is that right away, because I know this is a very speculative stock, I want to bring down my average cost as much as possible while still making income. Hence, I chose my strike price below the current share price. Now, how does this trade work out? And I'm going to show you the best price to select the BBAI, and once I show you how this trade works out. Now, if you guys are getting any value from this video, now would be the perfect time for you to go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe because I do these live videos every single Wednesday. Okay, so ideally, this is how you want the trade to work out. Come expiration date of September 26th, once this share price right here stays below your $5 price here, then you go ahead, you get to keep that $60. You're going to have your 100 shares released back to you, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to rinse and repeat this strategy on a monthly basis to keep getting consistent income. That consistent income is what you use to grow your account portfolio once you decide to leave the money in your portfolio. Okay, so now the other way this trade could go, come expiration date once again, if this share price that's already above the $5 price that you chose, remember, ideally for this option strategy, you always want to choose your strike price above the share price. That puts you at an advantage. I'm at a disadvantage right now, but there's a reason why I decide to go below the share price. So once this share price stays above the $5 price right here, now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to lose my 100 shares that I use for collateral. The price, however, that I will be losing the shares is going to be at the $5 price because that's the strike price I chose. So I'm going to lose my 100 shares, but then I'm going to have cash in my portfolio. The amount of cash I will have in my portfolio is going to be $5 multiplied by 100 shares, which is going to give you $500. Plus, I'm going to add the $60 that I received for my option premium. Hence, I'll be up $560. And remember, I paid $525 to acquire 100 shares. So I'm still going to have a net gain on this option strategy. So that is one of the reasons why you could always choose your strike price below the current share price, but I do not advise it unless you know what you're doing. Now, why did I want to go ahead and start off this option trade by lowering my strike price and lowering my average cost? Let me show you why. We're going to go back to BBAI now, and this is where doing your own due diligence comes in handy. So we're going to go to the advanced feature right here in order for us to open up the chart. Then we're going to go over to the 1-year outlook. Now, what I'm focusing on is this blue line right here, which is the 200-day moving average, or this is the price that the stock has been trading at over the last 6 months or 200 days. Now, if you were to go all the way to the end, you're going to see that the 200-day moving average for BBAI is around 445, 447. So I have confirmation that the share price has been trading around the $4.45 for the last 6 months or last 200 days. Hence, I wanted to bring my average cost down closer to that mark. Now, can the share price go down lower? It certainly can. By trying to get options at a 200-day moving average, it just increases your likelihood of the trade going in your favor. Hence, before I got into the option strategy, I decided on my exit strategy, which is going to be to lower my average cost. I also decided to see what premium I was going to be paid before I got into the strategy. Hence, I chose my strike price below my current share price because the premium I receive is going to lower my average cost right away. Now, I do try to make these videos as simple as I possibly can, so hopefully you guys will be able to understand that. Now, under normal circumstances, I just want to reiterate. Whenever you're doing these option strategies or you're doing the covered call option strategy, always try your best to go ahead and select your strike price above the current share price. That just increase the odds of the trade going in your favor. Now, lastly, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and execute the trade. So let's go now to trade BBAI. We're going to go back to sell. We're going to go back to our 30 days expiration. We're going to go to our regular strike price, which is going to be the $5 strike price. We're going to get our $60 in order for us to do it. We're going to hit continue. And now we're going to hit submit in order for us to receive our cash. Let's go ahead, submit. And it shows you here that I am agreeing to sell 100 shares of BBAI at $5 before expiration date of September 26th. And what I'm going to do, now that I've checked everything, and also I'm using my 100 shares that I just purchased to do this option strategy, I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. Now that should be filled pretty quickly. Because, okay, there you go, BBAI short call order filled. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to hit done, and voila. So that is it for today's live trading, investors and future investors. This option strategy, once again, is known as a covered call option strategy. And in order for you to do it, you must be able to control 100 shares or you must be able to own 100 shares. Depends on how the trade go. You could go ahead and you could keep doing this strategy over and over again on a monthly basis in order for you to keep getting consistent income. If the trade do decide to go against you, then you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna lose your 100 shares. However, you're gonna have the cash equivalent in your portfolio. So a win-win option strategy. If you guys have any questions about a covered call option strategy or any other income generated option strategies that you guys want to try with your portfolio, then go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Now, for those of you who have made it to the end of the video, you guys are the real investors and future investors. If you haven't already, now would be the perfect opportunity for you to go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel, especially to get these live trades every single Wednesday. Now, if there's anyone you know out there struggling to grow a small account portfolio, then the right thing to do is to go ahead and share this video with them. Together, let's help as many people as we can start making income from options trading. Now, until the next video, keep pushing your investments.